All right, welcome. The subject for discussion this week looks like a threat, looks like a wonderful warning. Some persons are saying, is Pastor having an issue in his marriage? This one is saying, please don't get married. Has he learned something that he wants to come and warn us not to enter marriage? No, please, for the records, I'm enjoying my marriage. God is helping us so much. My marriage is sweet. So it has nothing to do with my marriage. But you see, marriage is delicate. Marriage is delicate. That is why the choice of who to marry is very, very important. Many times I've discovered that if you marry for the wrong reason, there's a high chance that you have married the wrong person. If you marry for the wrong reason, there's a high chance that you have married the wrong person. And you see, marrying the wrong person many times is an irreplaceable damage. It many times look like a damage that you can't recover from. That is why today I just want to speak to us this week for a few minutes. I believe this session is going to have an episode 1 and an episode 2, maybe an episode 3 as we progress. As we progress. Marriage is a good thing. Relationship is a gift from God. I don't think there's anything that makes man happy like relationship and marriage, because we are socially useless without relating. If we don't relate, we are socially useless. But you see, you have to marry for the right reason. You have to marry for the right reason. All right, let's go straight to the point. I'm going to counsel you today. Please don't marry because of spiritual reasons. In quotes. Please don't marry because of prophecies and revelations. How can a pastor be saying this? Please don't get married because of prophecies and revelation. They are good, they are great gifts from God. They have a role that they play in the church. But you see, God expects you to be the one He'll guide to choose the person you want to get married to. There are many persons that are in marital troubles today because they got married by revelation. Somebody told them, the Lord spoke to me that this person is your wife. And you're not quarreling with God. Why would God speak to others and He can't speak to you? So please don't get married merely because of prophecies and spiritual revelations. I believe it's not scriptural. God will guide you. God will not impose anyone on you. You are not Prophet Hosea that God told to go and marry a prostitute. God will not impose anyone on you. Because you see, the source of anything will sustain that thing. So if prophecies and revelation is what gave birth to your marriage, prophecies and revelation has to keep it. So please don't marry because of prophecy and revelation. Don't depend solely on prophecies. Choose a person who suits you spiritually, someone who suits you mentally, someone who suits you physically. And you don't have to spiritualize your findings. Someone who suits you spiritually, who suits you mentally, who suits you physically. This is the person you should get married to. And you don't have to spiritualize your findings. Many persons are in trouble today because they spiritualize their findings as regards who to get married. Am I saying that God can't speak to you? God can't show you? No. I'm not saying that God does that, but please don't depend solely on spiritual revelations. Don't depend solely on spiritual revelations. Please don't get married because of spiritual revelations. Even if God has to show you something. I've seen people find a revelation, there's a person I want to get married to, and they don't like the person. Or they go to meet the person, and the person said, I don't like you. But this person is saying, God said you are my wife. God said you are my husband. So how do we reconcile this? Because you shouldn't get married to someone you don't like. So how do we reconcile this? God is not an author of confusion. It is God that works in us both to will and to do of His good pleasure. It means if God reveals to me that you are my wife, God has to work on you to be able to accept me. I shouldn't force you to accept me. God who spoke to me will work on you to love me and accept what He has said, because He works in us both to will and to do. So when God calls a man to do something, the first thing God does is to work on the man's emotions, work on the man's desire, so that the man can come in alignment with what he's saying. He won't impose it on you. So please don't get married merely on visions, spiritual revelations, and prophecies. Nobody should just jump up in the church and pick up someone and say, "This is your wife." Many persons have gone to meet, I'm a pastor. Many persons have gone to meet pastor. Pastor, can you choose? A lady have met me one time, sent the name of three brothers and say, "Pastor, please, I'd like you to choose the person I will get married to." I said, "No, that's not my job. That's not my job description to choose who you get married to. I'm going to pray that God will guide you in your selection, but I shouldn't select for you." So don't marry merely um, on prophecies, revelations. No. And secondly, please don't marry because of emergencies. Please don't marry because of emergencies. One of my mentors said that marriage is not a short-term agreement. It's not a contract that can be terminated anytime or anyhow. It's ordained by God as a covenant that should bind two people for life. Don't marry because you just want a visa. Don't marry because you just want a lottery and you want to marry with the person so the person can travel with you. Don't marry because of emergency. Don't marry because your company is transferring you. Your company is transferring you and you are not sure whether you will return to get married, so you have to rush and just pick up someone and get married. Because at that time it's an emergency. You might not be sure of what you are doing. You may not be sure that you and this person will be together because it's an emergency. There are some pastors that because of pastoral ordination, they have rushed and gotten married to someone that today they are regretting it because they are about to be ordained pastors. Some people even get married to secure a promotion. That's an emergency. Please don't get married because of emergencies. The emergencies will sort themselves. But you see, marriage is not a short-term contract. You can't just rule it out any day you are tired and say, "No, I'm tired, I'm not doing it again." No, don't get married because of emergencies. My dear friend, marriage is what you need to get ready for. So don't marry because of emergencies. Don't marry because of emergencies. They said if I don't get married, they will not give it to me. So you just rush. Like we see in Nollywood movies. Your father said if you don't get a wife in the next 2 weeks, if you don't bring a lady you're going to get married in the next 2 weeks, he's going to transfer your inheritance to someone else. He's not going to hand over the company to you. He's not going to give you what is due you. And so you just go and rush and just carry somebody. It doesn't always work out like it works out in the Nollywood movies. In Nollywood movies, finally the both of them will fall in love with themselves and they will now know that, "Wow, I never knew she was my soulmate. Thank God for this emergency that brought us together." Many of what you see in movies are fairy tales. They don't happen in real life. Don't marry because of emergencies. Don't marry because of emergencies. Third thing, please don't get married because you feel indebted. Don't marry because you feel you owe the person something. Don't get married to someone as a way to pay a debt, as a way to pay what you are owing the person. The young man trained you in school, and so you have to get married to him. Marriage is not a means of paying back. No matter what someone has spent on you, it's not dowry. No matter what someone has spent on you, it's not bride price. Pastor, are you saying that because this applies to the ladies many times, the young man has trained you in school and all that? It's bad for a lady to know that she won't get married to a guy and she just takes advantage of the guy. The guy trains her in school and she knows that she's going to wake up and change her mind tomorrow. That's wickedness. It's bad. But you know, there are cases where the both of them thought they were going to get married, and as they evolved in life, they noticed they cannot get along together. They are not compatible enough. As painful as that looks, as painful as it sounds, the young man just has to accept the reality because it will be more painful marrying someone who is not happy to be with you. Your happiness and your joy should be more important than what you have spent. I'm sorry this doesn't come out nice, but I'm trying to be as real as I can. Don't marry someone because you want to pay the person. Ask yourself, am I in love with this person? If he or she hadn't done this thing for me, would I have still want to marry him or her? Even if your father died and the person took care of you and your siblings, it's not enough excuse to marry someone you are not attracted to, you are not joined to in your heart. Indebtedness can never replace true love. Don't marry to pay a debt. Don't marry to pay somebody for what the person has done for you. I'm trying to be very sharp on this because I want to say a lot. The next thing, please don't marry out of sympathy. Don't marry out of pity. There are many ladies that have married the guys, ladies have dumped him, ladies have jilted him, ladies have done this to him, they have done that to him. I just want him, I feel for him, the things he has gone through, I just want to be there for him. No. Even if the person is crying and threatening to commit suicide, it's not enough for you to marry the person. You are not El Shaddai. You are not the Messiah. Don't marry anyone because you feel sorry for the person. This lady, people are looking down on her, people don't respect her, people are doing this to her. I just want to marry her so that she can be happy. If that sincere and love is there, fine. But just marry out of pity, a time will come when she'll be standing and there's no reason to pity her again. You're not having scarcity of love. You're looking for commitment to offer to that lady. You can't find it because the marriage didn't start properly. The relationship didn't start properly. Don't marry out of pity. Don't marry because you want to show someone a favor. Guys have done this a lot. This lady has suffered. Her father died. Her mother died. She's an orphan. Let me marry her. I told God that God should help me to be the one to raise people up. It's not like this, sir. It's not like this, sir. Please don't marry because you are trying to show someone pity. You are trying to show someone sympathy. No, it's not a reason to get married. Even if the person wants to kill himself, find another way to save that person out of that death. Don't marry the person. Don't marry the person. It's not a good reason. Please don't get married out of sympathy. Don't marry people because you pity them. Marry the people because you care about them, because you love them, because you want to share your life with them. You want to share your duration on earth with them. You want to share your tenure on earth with them. You want to do life with them. That's the reason to get married. Not because you're feeling sorry for the person. Don't marry people because you pity the person. Marry the person because you love the person. Another reason, please don't get married because of loneliness. Don't marry because you feel alone, because you feel lonely. It was Dr. Mike Murdock that said, loneliness is not the absence of affection, but the absence of direction. You can be in the midst of multitude and still feel lonely. You can be alone and not feel lonely. The Bible didn't say Adam was lonely. The Bible said Adam was alone. So loneliness, why do people feel lonely? It's the absence of vision, the absence of direction. They don't have a working relationship with God. They don't have a goal they want to achieve. They don't have something they are working on. They don't have a career they are building. They don't have love for themselves. They don't appreciate themselves. So they tie their value to what they get from others. They don't feel loved. They don't feel special. I tell the church I pastor, you are not beautiful because of the clothes you wear. The clothes you're wearing is beautiful because of you. You have value. You have value. When you see yourself as a person of value, you don't feel lonely because you have things you are doing to move your life forward. Don't marry because you feel lonely. Learn to appreciate yourself. Learn to love yourself. Enjoy your own company. The cure for loneliness is not entering a relationship. The cure for or getting married. The cure for loneliness is knowing God and finding purpose. So please don't get married because you feel lonely, because you feel alone. Don't get married because of that. Because when you find someone you you claim to get married to who is easing you of that loneliness, it's just a matter of time. And because you haven't found God, you haven't found purpose, that loneliness will still creep in again. And you will be in marriage and still feel lonely. Because nobody can take care of loneliness for you. It is purpose that handles loneliness. And please, again, don't get married because of parental pressure. This is critical and it can be a little bit dicey. Parental pressure. Many persons have gone into marriage and they are not happy about it because of pressure from parents. You see, you need to be ready to get married. It's not your father that is getting married. I know parents want us to be responsible. They want us to get into a relationship, get married, and build a life. But you see, they have to let you get ready for it. So I think instead of parents pushing their children to get married, they should see what they can do to prep them for marriage. Make marriage something exciting for them. Make them see marriage as something they should want to go into, so the person goes in by himself, not because he's trying to fulfill his father's desire, he's trying to fulfill his mother's desire. So please don't get married because of parental pressure. And finally, on this episode, I'm going to say this: please don't forget the last point I want to make. Please don't get married because of sexual issues. What I'm going to say, yes, not everybody will agree with it, but I'm trying to be as realistic as I can be with you. Please don't get married because of sexual issues. What am I trying to say? There are ladies who got married to a man because he was the person who disvirgined them. What a reason. That's a very sentimental reason. They don't love the man. They are not compatible. They are not happy with the kind of life he's living, but because they told themselves that they have to get married to the first person who sleeps with them. Am I saying that it is good that they have to do that? No, but it has happened. So why stick to that person when you don't have a reason to do so? Don't get married to him because he was the person that disvirgined you, or maybe she was the person that disvirgined you. And the most critical one, I don't know if you're going to agree with me, please don't get married to the person because you are pregnant for the person. No. You must understand that, you see, marriage is not about you. It's not just about you. A child is involved. Children will be involved. And that child deserves a responsible father who can be a mentor to him or her. And now the mistake have been done. You have gotten pregnant for that person, but you know that this person can be a father. He can mentor that child. Or maybe you are not connected. That pregnancy came out of a careless mistake. Not everybody will buy into this idea, but I don't believe that because you got pregnant for someone, then you are supposed to get married to that person. I know it's a wrong thing to do. You're falling into that mistake. You have to understand that people don't sleep with each other merely because they love each other. People sleep with each other most times because of sexual pressure. They just want to fulfill the feeling of the moment. It has nothing to do with destiny or the future. It's many times not even connected to love. It's just trying to ease off the feeling of the moment. So how do you get married to someone who just used you as a means to satisfy his sexual urge? So before you know it, there are problems everywhere because the man feels trapped. She trapped me with a child. Even you too, you are not happy. So you hear things like, if not for this, my child, I wouldn't have been with this man. So pastor, what are you trying to say? If both of you finally got pregnant for the man or whatever, both of you can get married, it's fine. You can take responsibility for the child without getting married to the lady. And the lady needs to understand this. Don't let society make you feel so terrible. You are pregnant already. Do you want to make your life worse the more? The young man should take care of the child. He should take you through the period of pregnancy. Take responsibility for the child. Do what he needs to do. But if deep in your heart, you know that this is not the kind of man you want to spend your life with. This is not the kind of man you want to become the mentor for your children. The man you want to live the whole of your life with. I don't think it's wrong to just become the mother of that child and have that man become the father of the child, and you go ahead with your life on by the help of God until you find the person you can get married to. So don't let sexual issues make you pick the wrong person. as a husband, make you pick the wrong person as a wife. I know there are traditional beliefs, there are traditions. If you sleep with a daughter, you get her pregnant, you must get married to her. There are traditions you can find your way and just explain to them, let them know that I'm going to take care of this child, I'm going to take care of this lady, I'm going to take care of her financially, but we can't get married. I'm sorry this has happened, but we can't get married. If you think people have sex because they love each other, you're deceiving yourself. People don't have sex before because they love each other. It's sexual pressure. They're just under pressure. And now let me add this so you don't think I'm encouraging people to go and get pregnant. It's simple. It simply means that you should also become conscious of yourself. Don't go around sleeping with people responding to your erection, responding to your sexual desire. No, you should be purpose conscious. You should know that that one of the end result of sex is pregnancy. So that should make you conscious of what you're doing. So you don't get into this dilemma of thinking whether you're going to marry the person or you're not going to marry the person. Many times people use their hands and buy their troubles. Please don't get married because of sexual issues. I've said a few things and I believe they will make some sense to you. I believe I'm going to do a second episode of this next week and it's going to drop on this YouTube channel. I believe you got something today. I've been dropping some previous videos before today. Please go back and check them, view them, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment, and please share the link. And please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so that when we drop a new video, you will be notified. Thank you for staying with me. I believe you got something today. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.